All praises to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rakak Wadash. All praises to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the elder apostles, the bishops, and the elders of GMS who rule as well. Peace and salutations to the elect. My name is Anah. I'm back with another video. It's called Think Themselves to Be in Good Case or Think They Are in Good Case. And basically, we got here pulled up an article from McDonald's or ad or whatever you want to call it. It says free medium fries with the purchase of one with the minimum purchase of $1 basically, and you get a free fry. And I was just, kind of doing my own thing, just chilling, vibing out, and this ad popped up on one of the apps I was on. So I thought it was funny, and I thought of the scripture, and I was like, I'll make a video, quick video. And also, I'm back. Um, I don't know when this video will be uploaded, but my page had a strike for a week, so I've been uploading to Odyssey, but I will upload all videos to YouTube, and so here's another video. I'm back. Here you go. So anyway, one free fry, medium fry with a dollar purchase. Basically, I started thinking about the debt, basically that they can they're in debt to be giving away free things or whatever. But no one's really thinking about this, But so often we show it because according to scriptures, the scriptures say how long you think you're gonna be able to do this. So this will come to an end. Basically, this has to pop, and Babylon the Great has to crumble down. So these fries are going to be free from McDonald's, and they do a lot of free things from McDonald's. But anyway, who owns the potatoes that the fries come from, McDonald's is the guy Bill Gates, pretty much. At least that's what has been said around. It's a growing thing around that Bill Gates is buying farmland, and doing different things. Now, so basically going into what Bill Gates is about, his whole thing is about depopulation. He went from a computer guy to a science guy to a tech guy, farm guy, research. He's all the people basically. Excuse me, sorry, 1 second. Anyway, he's all the people, and he's about depopulation, just like you can see in the Georgia Guidestones. If you look them up, they talk about bringing the population down to under 500 million, I believe it is. Now that those things are destroyed because for whatever reason, but their plan for 2030 is just that, to bring in the MOTB to kill off population. And you can look up Bill Gates and what he's about and his medical field to see how he thinks he wants to, depopulate the world with certain things, right? So here you go right here. Can't say it, they're real sensitive about this stuff, and then they'll block you and all of that. So you just read. You are watching the video, and if you're listening, then you come back and probably look at it later if it interests you. So Bill Gates, oh, this is what I got. So McDonald's French fries, carrots, onions, all of the foods that come from Bill Gates' farmland. Gates does not appear to count his farming investments as the nation's largest farmland owner as part of his broader strategy to save the climate change. So then he's probably counting towards something else, and he probably goes instead depopulation by poisoning the foods, you know, and making fake foods and different things, right? And more so, he's buying up farmland just so the farmers can't actually farm. You can't go to your local farm and say, hey, I know you're growing carrots and stuff out here. I want to buy some, so I get some actual real food. If he's buying up all the farmlands and everything, people won't be able to, go and do those things. And once the MOTB come, you won't be able to buy food with money anyway unless you have the chip MOTB. So all of it is a part of a greater scheme and plan. We'll read this article. Let's actually see what this says.
Magnate, software developer, philanthropist, nation's largest farmland owner. Yeah, you heard that right. Bill Gates, business magnate, software developer, philanthropist, nation's largest farmland owner. Yeah, you heard that right. Gates owns nearly 270,000 acres of farmland in the U.S. Who knew? NBC News investigative tech reporter April Glazer joining me now. April, you're reporting Bill Gates started buying land in 2013 through a web of limited liability shell companies across the country. Tell us what he's got.
I mean, there is a lot of land, and it's over about 18 different states, right? So we're talking about 70,000 acres in North Louisiana, around the Delta region, 14,000 acres in Florida, over 40,000 acres in Arkansas, over 14,000 acres in Washington. So it really just spans the country, and it
So this is all the areas pretty much all over where Bill Gates is owning farmland. So, if you live in these states, you're pretty much fucked if you eat McDonald's fries.
is a lot of land. Now, the Land Report, a website that really looks at this, was the ones that found that he owned the most amount of land, of farmland in the country. But then we went and verified and found out exactly what he's growing there.
All right, so here you go. Here's your fact checkers right here. They went and verified. This is NBC News.
Yeah, so let's talk about what are we eating? What is he growing on Gates farmland?
Right, and I should clarify, he's not actually the one doing the farming. He's more like a landlord, right? So he acquired all this land,
Okay,
and then
yeah.
other companies are doing the farming on it. And a lot of this is kind of big ag, right? So in Florida, we've got carrots. In Georgia, there are Vidalia onions. Now, he's actually sold the Vidalia onion farms to another farmer in Georgia, but he did have those for some time. In Louisiana, we're looking at soybeans, rice, cotton, soybeans in Nebraska. And then what's, I think, most interesting is that in Washington state, in the southern border, right above Oregon, he has a 14,500 acre plot of land that is growing the potatoes that turns into French fries for McDonald's. So that's something we really didn't expect, especially.
All right, there you go. It's fact checked and confirmed, at least from these people, NBC, that he has potatoes that are growing for McDonald's. And once again, we know what this guy is all about in many different ways. Some ways he hasn't spoke on it, but the men of the Lord, the elect, we're here to tell you. You're starting from Elder Apostle, Tahar on down, the men of GMS, the men that you should be following because these other camps do not have the truth, that he's about killing you off, right? Where was I?
Because he's so committed to public health.
Gates has said that his farming investments, April, have nothing to do with his broader plans to save the climate. So what's going on here? Why is he buying up all this farmland?
Well, he's not the only one doing it. He actually is using the farmland as an investment vehicle. And the idea here is that, since we're really not ever going to make any more land, it's a pretty good investment, right? And so when the stock market is.
There you go. So basically, I started the video earlier and then I got into, maybe a touchy subject for them, so I just decided to start over. So we have Ecclesiasticus 12 and we'll start at 10. It says, Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, him saying, Yeah, it's just an investment. It's here to help the people, bring more food. I got money, wherever the case may be. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. Right? So if you take a close look at this guy and you examine him, the things that he has been saying and has said, you understand this man is the goddamn devil, and he's here to depopulate your ass. Pretty much, right?
Is going down or the rest of the economy is on a roller coaster, land generally doesn't depreciate. So it's a pretty safe place to park your money. Other large financial firms have really started to encourage investors to put their money into farmland. And yeah, he's not using it as part of his broader climate goals. The foundation, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, confirmed that their agricultural work does not focus in the United States. He is, however, or rather not him, but his investment firm Cascade is a partner with a group that does work on sustainable agriculture here in the United States.
All right, basically, you can check this out and look it up for yourself. So we got this. You can get into all the conspiracy, and that's the thing now. So when you bring out this type of information, you're considered a conspiracy theorist, and basically you're a target to the government, and but these things are becoming factual because it's saying here. Well, this is talking about this stuff. Anyway, we're done with that. So if you talk about these type of things and you relate these elites of the world to these things, you're considered conspiracy theorists because they want to be hidden. Let's see. Elites. I spelled that wrong. So we got some images. All right, well, there was like a bunch of posters saying wanted dead or alive, and they had all the faces of the world's elites on there because the people of the world, are upset. Look at this. 2013, January 16, as elites arrive in Davos, conspiracy theories thrive online. So they're upset about the truth coming out. Scriptures say, woe unto them that seek deep to hide, their counsels from their Lord. So anyway, going back to these fries. 21. Okay, this is second 16 and 21. We'll start at 18. We'll start at 17. It says, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginnings of famine and great death, which is all on the way. The beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come, right? So what you should do is seek the Lord and pray and wait on him. Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment, right? So these things are judgment sent unto Babylon the Great, people of his curse, and everybody else. 20. But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth, right? And what's more cheap than free? If you spend $1 for some French fries, right? So with this ad coming out, uh, this is valid on Fridays for basically the rest of the year at participating McDonald's. Probably all the ones that Bill Gates own. uh, so behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case. If we just looked at the U.S. debt, we're gonna get it again. So you're not in a good case. And even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. So all this is happening. People in La La Land eating their free fries on a Friday. It says, for many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, and others that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. So you thinking right now with your free fries that you will probably never see famine, but you will, because it's prophesied that it will come. Babylon the Great will be destroyed. All right. So going back to the debt clock, we can look at it again. It's growing and growing, and that's not the actual debt. The actual debt is so much more. Almost like 200 trillion. It's just a lot. All right, it's a number you don't want to think about. I had it somewhere, and that's bad. I mean, it's bad because it's not actually bad, but it's a sign that things are. Basically, let's get a scripture. This Habakkuk. The point I want is 6, but we're gonna start at 1. It says Habakkuk 2:1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry, right? So these prophecies and things like that, just what I just read about the famine, the pestilence, the sword, and destruction, all of that's coming and it won't tarry, it will surely come, right? So prepare, be ready. Habakkuk 2:4, behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by faith, by his faith. So Esau, Edom, 2/3, and all of these men and people, you know, they're not upright, but it's talking about Esau. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by faith, right? And in this time it's the elect of Israel. Yet also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home. He who enlargeth his desire as hell, and that's death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, Woe to him that increaseth that which is not his, how long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay, and this thick clay is that debt, right? So, and the nations are upset. You know, the scripture said these shall hate the whore, these EU nations and things like that, and they're going to shoot missiles over here because they can see Babylon the Great is constantly doing what they're doing. And that's why you got right now in the news and things, you know, the BRICS nations meeting, you know, doing their different, you know, agreements and making ties to each other in different things because everything is getting set up for the destruction of Babylon the Great. So that thick clay, so you know, free fries and everything, but that thick clay is gonna pop, and that's when all hell is gonna break loose. You know, part of the signs. So with that, you know, it was just real simple video. You got free fries on Fridays if you eat McDonald's, and don't think yourself to be in good case because shit is gonna get crazy. All right. So with that, shalom, shalom to the elect. Hopefully you was edified.